over 2 crores will be required to renovate the building. So here in this context, we understand this preposition over is giving us the meaning of more than, right? Over 2 crores will be required to renovate the building being damaged during the cyclone. So let's quickly look at our options and understand what can we eliminate, what do we need to retain. So this is our phrase. The option 1 is that was damage. So we understand this is almost in the passive construction, which means this damage is not in the right form, right? I need verb 3, which means it has to be damaged with a D. That's why it's not option 1. One of you asked, why not option 1? Yeah. So quickly answering Ajita's question, which and that both are used for things, right? We have covered this earlier, difference between which and that. It's available in the forum as well, right? However, that we said when we are specifically singling out a particular thing from all the other things, right? So limited information, it limits information or restricts information. Which on the other hand, we said it adds information, right? So having said or understanding the difference, right? So over 2 crores will be required to renovate. Somebody asked what's the meaning of renovate? Renovate means you're restoring it back, right? If I'm renovating something, I am making changes to it. I am doing some probably new furnishing to the building. You're renovating the building. You're giving it a new look. Yeah. So over 2 crores will be required to renovate the building. So obviously it's damaged. So you want to create something from scratch and make it new. So having said that, in this context, that cannot be used because damage is not in the right form. However, which seems to be correct, the right relative pronoun for a thing, because we're talking about the building here, which is a thing, was damaged, which was damaged during the cyclone. When I say has been damaged, something is missing, right? Over 2 crores will be required to renovate the building, that or which, the relative pronoun is missing. So those of you who said which, option 3, incorrect because the relative pronoun is missing. Here again, fourth option also we can rule out, because when you have been, you either have to have has or had or have, right? Because it's a perfect participle construction. Present or past participle is required. So obviously you need to have this, it's not there. So the right answer from the given options is option 2. Over 2 crores will be required to renovate the building which was damaged during the cyclone. Clear? Damage is not in the right form. Why not option 3? Relative pronoun is missing. Option 4 can be ruled out because it doesn't have the appropriate helping verb, has, had or have. With the current phrase itself, right, being damaged, why can't we just let it be as it is? That's his question. Now the reason why is, here being is almost acting like a gerund. Being damaged during the cyclone, something has to be done, right? So in this context, when it comes in a sentence, I have to be specific saying what is being damaged. I have to make a reference or relate it to this building. The only thing that can connect or relate to it is the relative pronoun. So there is a necessity of the relative pronoun being added here. So that is missing. So I can't leave being damaged as it is. I need the relative pronoun. That's why the option that is there cannot be left as it is. Over 2 crores will be required to renovate the building, right? For what purpose? Why? Answering the question, being damaged during the cyclone. Small investors often suffer because of delays in getting its grievance redressed. Highlighted phrases, its grievance redressed, and our options is their grievance is redressed, the grievance is redressed, to redress grievance, this grievance is redressed, and then of course no correction required. This is a pretty easy one because we are referring to the subject being small investors, right? And we are talking about not 1 or 2, it's a plural subject, and this is our noun, right? So when I have another pronoun in the context, it has to relate to the plural subject and it has to be the right pronoun substituting this noun. So the right pronoun substituting the noun is not its but there, and that is available only in option 1. right? So this is an easy one. Let's quickly address that. Why it is not option 2. Small investors often suffer because of delays in getting the grievance, and then redress again is not in the right form, right? I need the verb 3, which means I need ed. So that's why it's not option 2, right? So grievance means something that you're obviously not too happy about, right? And you need to vent out, right? It's more of a complaint, right? So today's issue is most of you were sharing your grievances in terms of the report for AIM tests was not correct, right? One of you asked, what is the meaning of redress? Redress means some sort of a compensation, right? Again, for the grievance. So when you say something has to be redressed, my grievance has to be redressed, meaning you want some sort of an action taken for it, right? You want them to fix the problem. The grievance is the issue or the problem that has to be fixed. So when you say redressed, you're talking of an action plan or something that has to be fixed. Like the Kanna says, I need a resolution for it. Yeah.